Welcome to the video on advanced content customization techniques. After watching this video, you'll be able to explain the generative AI integration approach using zero-shot and chain of thought (COT). You'll also be able to describe advanced customization strategies using layered prompting. Additionally, you'll be able to execute multi-tool integration strategies and demonstrate steps to implement advanced content customization techniques in education. Generative AI tools may generate accurate responses with appropriate prompts. Therefore, to achieve the desired response, content customization and personalization are important. It not only helps to engage learners, but also connects learners with the real environment. Tailoring content and its structure is an art to enhance the overall learning experience to meet each learner's unique preferences, skills, and interests. Let's begin with two fundamental approaches to generative AI interactions: zero-shot and chain of thought, or COT. Imagine you're trying to teach multiple concepts in one class and expecting the best result from the learners. The zero-shot approach is similar to this. For example, while using ChatGPT, you entered a prompt: create a complete lesson plan about photosynthesis with differentiation, visuals, and assessments. This prompt looks simple. However, the generated response provides excessive information about photosynthesis, which may miss the learning requirements, important nuances, and content quality. In contrast, the COT approach indicates a detailed stepwise process by breaking down response into manageable stages. This approach explains the core concept, suggests visual elements, and develops differentiation strategies. The COT approach helps create clear, refined, and coherent content with the proper use of the inserted context. Advanced content customization strategy, such as layer prompting, helps to create structured content to meet learners' unique requirements. In layer prompting, each layer serves a distinct purpose while contributing to the whole. The base layer is a foundational content structure defining core concepts and learning objectives. For example, create a content outline for teaching photosynthesis. Next is an enhancement layer that addresses diverse learning preferences. Here, you can integrate visual elements such as diagrams and charts, experiments such as hands-on activities or labs, and real-world case studies in the prompt. This multimodal approach caters to learners' different learning styles. The differential layer transforms standard content into accessible learning materials, offering learners special learning requirements. Customizing content in this layer helps advanced learners explore deeper conceptual learning, such as plant cellular respiration. However, average learners receive supporting instruction in the stipulated division, such as adding a glossary to the learning materials. Innovative content creation focuses on integrating multiple generative AI tools into the teaching process to create a seamless learning experience. For example, an educator wants to explain the chemical reaction between sodium and chlorine to produce salt. In this case, an educator can integrate the generative AI tool ChatGPT to build content architecture, including clear explanations and lab instructions for chemical reactions. It can also provide other practice experiments related to chemical reactions. Implementing a generative AI video creation tool, Synthesia, helps to create video demonstrating chemical reactions, lab safety procedures, and rules, and other complex reactions. However, by integrating the generative AI assessment creation tool, TechFlow helps to create interactive assessments, track and monitor learners' progress, and provide real-time feedback. Effective learning requires creating adaptive learning to meet each learner's diverse learning requirements. For example, teaching mathematical fractions. In this case, the educators can leverage the multimodal approach using various generative AI tools. This approach provides a basic understanding of fractions using text, charts, diagrams, videos, interactive exercises, and hands-on projects. Educators can gradually increase the complexity of the topic based on the learner's conceptual understanding. Successful content customization requires strategic process implementation. Educators can start with content planning, ensuring comprehensive content coverage by identifying core concepts and learning objectives and planning efficient content delivery methods. Next, select appropriate generative AI tools, considering AI tools' integration strategies and learning requirements. Preparing the necessary templates for content creation is helpful. Now, it's time to generate content using comprehensive resources. First, create basic learning materials, then apply content customization, and lastly, review and refine content based on the learning objectives and learners' requirements. Finally, implement the AI-generated learning content, ensuring its quality and effectiveness. Gathering learners and supporting staff feedback helps to improve the learning materials. In this video, you've learned techniques to customize content using generative AI. Content customization and personalization play important roles in the education domain to meet learners' unique requirements. Zero Shot and COT are two fundamental approaches educators should consider while generating content using generative AI tools. The Zero Shot approach looks simple, but creates overwhelming responses in one go. However, COT is a systematic approach to create clear, refined, and coherent content. Layer prompting is an advanced content customization technique that includes a basic layer, an enhanced layer, and a differentiated layer. Innovative content creation focuses on integrating multiple generative AI tools such as ChatGPT, Synthesia, and TechFlow. The multimodal approach helps to create adaptive learning materials. Lastly, you learned that implementing advanced techniques for content customization requires thorough strategic planning, including content planning, selecting generative AI tools, content creation, and implementing generated content into learning.